Do you like working with pattern paper and getting to know new crafters? Hi, I'm Jess from JessCrafts.com, and I'm here to help you make the most of your crafty supplies and time. So today I am beyond excited to be doing a collaboration with Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel. I know there's probably a lot of you who also watch her channel. She works with pattern paper. She shares her sheet loads of cards where she shows you how to work with pattern paper really efficiently and make a lot of cards. She gives you these really detailed sketches. Her YouTube channel will be linked in the video description below, as well as her Instagram and whatever other links we want to share down there. And since we both love to work with pattern paper, we thought we'd kind of do a collaboration where we switched it up and I would work with one of her sheet loads and she would work with one of my templates, and you kind of see someone else using that resource and the style there. Call Me Crafty Al has really nice templates and supplies broken down, very professional. One day I will be this good with my templates, but I love that she is very specific. Like, you're gonna need 2 12x12 pattern papers, 4 pieces of solid cardstock, 3 of one of the other. So you really know exactly what to get out, and that's what I have here. I'm working with the May 2020 Show Us Your Sheet Load. My understanding is that she comes out with a new sheet load every month, and she has a channel membership, and as part of that channel membership you can get access to her archives, or you can go and find each sheet load video and get the downloads, but she'll give you all the details over on her channel. And if you are not yet subscribed, if you like my channel and how I use pattern paper, you're gonna love Alicia's channel as well. Okay, so she told me I need 12 A2 size cards, so I've already cut those from white cardstock, 2 pieces of 12x12 paper, and then 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11. There is a 4th piece called for to make your sentiment circles. I might be skipping that one because I might just be using an embellishment instead of a circle with an embellishment on top. I haven't decided yet. Then I have my 2 pieces of 12x12 paper. This sketch is really cool because it does work with a directional paper. It works with single-sided paper. I have double-sided paper today. I think I'm gonna still use it like it's single-sided. I kind of picked, this is the Simple Stories Little Princess collection. I've used this several times on my channel, so if you have it and you want some more ideas for it, I'll link those as well. But I picked ones where like maybe I didn't love the back. So I think that because these clouds are really large, there's gonna be a lot of cards where they don't look so good with my templates. Same thing here, the words are kind of big. So I'm just gonna treat these like they're single-sided, even though they're not. And Alicia's sheet load is going to tell me exactly how to cut these. I know that Alicia's really good at describing things very carefully so that you have the most success with her sheet loads. So I'll make sure that I link her video where she shows you how to make this particular sheet load, just so that you get like the high quality instruction. And they're really like, you know, it's always nice to know how a designer wants something to be done. But she says that we need to cut these to 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then we're going to cut them smaller than that. So we'll start by 3 5/8, 4 7/8. Okay, 8ths scare me, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna trust that Alicia's directions are amazing enough that I will be able to figure this out, because I usually limit myself to 1/4 inches. But here we go, 3 5/8. 5. Okay. And then 4 7/8, so that's just 1. On mine I have 8ths marked, so I really don't have any excuse for why that's hard for me, but it is. And then that tick mark there is just 1 under the 5, and so I'll do the same thing here, 1 tick mark under the 5. And then you'll cut 2 more sets of that out according to the template. And then she says stack pattern paper 1 and pattern paper 2 together and cut out as shown above. Mix and match for final card. So basically you're gonna take this piece and she's suggesting that you stack them, and I guess that's so that they'll be exactly the same. So let's follow directions. I'll make a cut of the second piece. My temptation would be to just like, oh, I'll just cut them all and and just hope it works out. Usually does. Okay, 3 5/8. So 1 tick mark above 3 1/2. 4 7/8. 1 tick mark below 5. Now I take 1 of pattern paper 1, 1 of pattern paper 2, and it says to cut it. I can already tell I'm not as careful because one of my papers is slightly bigger than the other, but we're gonna make it work. It's fine. 1 1/2 inches, and then this is 2 inches. Okay, and then I don't know what measurement this is. I could figure it out, you know, just subtract, but that doesn't matter because she's just telling you what to like cut off. So that's 2 inches. Okay, now you mix and match them to make the card, but you also need a piece of cardstock. So I need the cardstock mat that goes around these. I'm gonna save some of the rest of the cutting for off screen because I just wanna show you this and I don't wanna take up too much of your time because you definitely gotta go watch Alicia's video as well. So she says for my cardstock 1, I should have 3 sheets of it and I should cut it to 4 by 5 1/4, which makes sense because that'll give you a 1/4 inch mat, which, as I mentioned, is my personal wheelhouse. 1/4 inch mats. I'm happy that hopefully I have enough like wiggle room that I won't make things too crooked. Let's see. Okay, so then this piece will go on the card base. I'm already wondering if some of my card bases are not cut perfectly because I had them cut at a big box store and they did not do a very nice job, and I tried to fix them, but it's not perfect and I won't be doing it again. I did not find it was worth it. I've heard plenty of people say, oh, just take them to, you know, an office supply store and have them cut in half. It didn't work for me. Hopefully it works for others. Okay, so I need one of these big pieces. I can even do probably 2 at once because I think that's the intention. And then mix and match the sheets. I was trying to pull this light blue out from the cardstock and make it pretty different than the pink. I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe in retrospect I would have picked a different background color, but I wanted to kind of tone down some of the, I don't know, the pink. So then that is how you would assemble them, and you would tape that together. And then I need to decide, do I want to do a circle cardstock as suggested, or do I just want to save some time and put my embellishment down? Those who know me think we're probably like, you're probably just gonna put your embellishment down because that would be faster. And I won't create any cardstock waste either because I won't have to like, because you have to cut 12 little circles, which is fine because they'll look great, especially with your sentiment. But I'm like, can I avoid running a die cut through my machine 12 times and just put a princess in the 4-corner spot where the circle would go? I think so. I think that will work well. So now I have all these pieces. I need to assemble the 12 cards. You probably know what's coming. I'm going to tell you that just so I keep everything together, I'm going to put it all in one of these plastic folders. I picked them up on Amazon. I love that Alicia's templates fit in them just like mine do. So then I can take all of my pieces and as I cut, make sure it all goes in here and I don't lose anything so that I can just glue it all together at one time. I followed Alicia's instructions and I have made 12 beautiful cards. I really love this design she came up with. I like that the focal point is so simple and like, you know, it's clear where it should be. It makes a really beautiful card. I don't feel like these need sentiments, although there's room down here for a sentiment if you wanted one, since I kind of skipped the sentiment by putting my image there instead. and I just used the die cuts that were from the same coordinating collection of paper. But those of you who know me know my thing is no scraps, and I've got scraps. So, and that's fine. You can totally just put these on the inside of the card. You can cut them up in different ways, and Alicia has some recommendations about that. But what I noticed is particularly the scraps that this template created were kind of perfect for another card design. So when I cut 2 pieces, I wound up with 6, when I cut 2 pieces of 12 by 12 paper, according to Alicia's instructions, I wound up with 6 rectangles that are approximately 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. And I noticed that they actually fit really nicely on a card like this, and I thought I could bridge the gap between the two of them with like a rectangle or maybe just one of these princess images. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure these exactly, and I'm gonna measure a 1/4 inch bigger, and then I'm gonna be able to get 3 more cards from these scraps without really much more work at all. To make my bonus cards, I had to cut my mats to 3 7/8 by 2 1/2, and that left a 1/4 inch on all sides. And I chose to put the 2 pieces like closer to each other and kind of keep an even border all around the edges. I like the idea of my less complicated paper, i.e. for me the polka dots on the bottom, and then I'm going to stick my little princess such that she's kind of overlapping both of them. I do think in this instance a sentiment might actually ground the card a bit more, so I will probably add one. But I just want to show you something because I thought it was funny. I was using this card as an example because I didn't have any more folded card bases, and then I started taping it on and to the back of a pre-existing card already. So I could make this like one super fancy card, but I'll probably just pull those off. But it's kind of funny to see sometimes. The last scraps we have, I'm going to do what Alicia recommends and just put them inside the card. So I'm going to cut them to 4 inches across, which should create a nice little like line at the bottom of the card with a even border. And I will just tape this down. Then I'm going to add a joke to the inside, and I will be donating these cards. You can find princess and fairy tale jokes at jesscrafts.com. So if you're not really sure like what to put in this card to send to someone you know or someone you don't know because you'd like to donate your cards, then those jokes are great. And I also have the Jess Crafts Card Drive resources page where you can find out organizations to donate your cards to if you don't know already. Thank you so much to Alicia of Call Me Crafty Owl for inviting me to do this collaboration. I had a lot of fun working with her sheet load sketch. If you don't already subscribe to her channel, I really encourage you to take a look at her channel. She does some amazing, beautiful work on there. If you found this video inspiring, here's another video where you can find more ideas for enjoying your crafty time and supplies. That'll be Alicia's video. Let me know that you like this video with a share to your crafty community. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next template or tutorial, and check the video description for product links. See you in the next video.